here with the great Dean Whyte at DKM Promotions. How are we doing today, Jeff?
How you doing, my man? Not bad, you know. Great night of boxing today, some good fights. Obviously, I've come down to support my guys, Too Slick and Ibby there, Ibby Armstrong. Both of them got the win, the W tonight, and they move on and they continue to progress in their boxing career. You know, Danny, DKM, they've done a great show again at the Clapham Grand. So yeah, here we are on a hot night, summer's night at the Grand. So yeah, here we go.
Amazing. And so, as a fellow promoter as well, but towards for like professional fighters, what's it like when you're at a show like this, where it's those at the earlier stages of their boxing careers?
Do you know what? Listen, funny enough, my last show I did with Danny, like, I had a pro show on the beginning. Danny done the first half with his boxers, and then I done the professional side. And I think it's all hand in hand. You know what I mean? These guys, they go through white collar, they go through amateur, and then they go for professional boxing. There's a way they need to come and they need to build themselves. And I think DKM do a great show. Clapham Junction, the Grand is a hot cauldron, an atmosphere with 50-50 fights. So it's amazing for guys and people, fans, to come and watch the beginning of someone's legacy or their career. Fabio Wardley came from the white collar scene. He had about 7 fights and he went to the professional ranking, and he's gone on to do great things in the professional ranks, winning British titles and Commonwealths and etc., European titles. And look at him, you know what I mean? So this is the guys these guys need to look up to and say to themselves, if Fabio's done that, I potentially could do something of the same. But you got to start to begin. If you don't start the journey in this small place here, you know what I mean, you won't be able to sell out arenas and do big stuff later on down the line. But one thing we know with boxing, you got to start somewhere. You have a humble beginning and you slowly progress and grow and get these small wins, but they accumulate into big wins later on in your career. And what they do is garner great experience. So this is what it is for these guys, you know what I mean?
100%. Now, speaking of experience, here at FIGHTFEED TV, what we do is we like to design the perfect fighter. So with that, we use the acronym FIGHTFEED TV. So I'm going to run through the options. So first, the footwork. Who would be good to design the perfect fighter?
Lomachenko, great footwork.
IQ, ring IQ.
Floyd Mayweather.
Guard.
Floyd Mayweather's got great guard as well.
Head movement.
Andre Ward, I'd say it's good head movement, defensive, undefeated, unified, undisputed champ, great.
Love that. Timing.
Timing, who had great timing? I tell you, he's got great timing. Tank, great timing. That man has been switching man's clock off with timing, losing fights, and at the right time, delivering the right shot at the right time, yeah. Feints, Tank's very good at that as well. Who was good at, I tell you, Inoue is good at, feinting, and his timing as well is tremendous, Inoue. I think he's an underestimated fighter, which is delivering great stuff, but under the radar a little bit, because obviously he fights in Japan a lot.
Absolutely, and at that weight category as well.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a challenge. Engine.
Fitness engine. Who's got a great engine? Right now, off the head, I can't remember, but I'm sure there's some good guys who's got fitness, good engine.
Engine, someone's names that have kind of come about. Marvin Hagler, people have mentioned him.
You're talking a real old school, yeah, but the old school guys were a whole different kettle of fish. Those guys were made from different metal, different material. They used to do like 15 rounds. It's a whole different kind of kettle of fish. When you look at the guys today, it's a whole different. I'm looking more at the newer, modern generation fighter. And off the head, if you tell me something, I'd be able to answer what you tell me. But right now, coming to mind, I'm not sure off the head.
Okay, so there's a few 12-rounders. I'd say before I'd put Devin Haney on that list as well.
Devin Haney's got a good tank. Obviously, we're talking about pre-Devin Haney for the loss against Ryan. What's his name? Ryan Garcia, the juiced up Garcia, big him up still. But obviously, he was on PEDs, whatever, and he won. And obviously, it's got overturned now. But you know what? Weight class is for a difference. He was a big, strong guy. And obviously, I think they made that fight at 144 or something like that. Devin fights at 140. You've got to stick to the weight class for a reason, man. He was a big, strong guy. He probably came in that fight on the night over 160 easy. So, it's always going to be an uphill struggle for Devin. You've got to play the game right and make sure you have the advantages for yourself. Not trying to give a man an advantage for fighting at, you're meant to fight at 140, you make him fight at 144 and then rehydrate to over 160. It's ridiculous.
So if we then move on to explosiveness.
Tank's explosive. Then you've got Jaron Ennis is pretty sharp, good timing, quite explosive as well.
Durability. It's like chin. Like who would you say is a durable?
Triple G, man. Triple G, OG. fucking, you can't talk about anyone you want to talk about. You know, he's never been dropped down, he's never been stopped, never been wobbled, never been nothing. So that's the guy we're talking about.
And talent.
A lot of guys got talent. If you're talking about a real old school talent, Andre Ward is again. He looks like he seems to be training for something. He looks like he's back in the ring. He's working with Crawford. Crawford, hell of a talent. That's another one who's got a great fight. Not this weekend, the following week against Mandroff on August the 3rd in LA on the Riyadh season. So Crawford, Andre Ward. When you talk about legacy, Shakur Stevenson, those guys talented to the brim, man. It's undoubted.
And then the final week of Fight Feed TV victory. So this isn't like a fighter, but this is like your favourite victory, favourite win in the ring. It could be one of yours, it could be one you've watched. But what's been like your favourite victory you've ever seen?
Favourite victory? I think a great victory, what probably was, I didn't expect, was the Ngannou knockout from Anthony Joshua. That was a great win. I thought he could potentially win. I didn't believe that he was going to knock him out because I was looking at the basis of the fight with him and Tyson Fury, and he took Tyson Fury 12 rounds. So I believe Joshua would have went the distance with him or something. But he managed to clean Joshua managed to clean him out. Respect to Joshua that he's done a great job. And obviously he proved us all wrong. Do you know what I mean? Another guy that's proved us all wrong is Daniel Dubois. Amazing. Great wins time and time again. Jarrell Miller, Hergovich, he's come back and he's, after the loss to Joe Joyce, he's come back with some great wins. So, we've got to give him a pat on the back as well.
Incredible. And so, final questions. You've got, as a promoter in London, to a lot of great things for the upcoming fighters. For those who want to follow your journey, want to attend your events or support online, what's the best way to find out about?
So you can follow me on Instagram, Dean Whyte, or you can follow the Blvck Box Global page, which my media team run. And obviously you'll get to see our up-and-coming shows, our up-and-coming fighters, and the talent, what we're going to be on display on July the 27th, which is next Saturday in the Tolworth. Great stacked card, summer event. It's going to be explosive. Don't want to miss it. Tune in. Hit us up for tickets. Tickets still available today.
Awesome. And so final message, because a lot of us out in life are facing battles, we're facing challenges. So for those who are, what's like a message to the world to inspire, motivate, and empower those going through their growth?
Do you know what? We're all going through trials and tribulations. It's just about trying to stay true to yourself and trying to, you got to dig deep. That's what I'd say. If you dig deep and you kind of speak your truth into existence, you'll overcome most of the challenges, man, because we're all going through challenges and it's a very, very hard time, and I think it's going to get even harder. So, we've got to dig deep and believe in ourselves, you know what I mean? So big up anyone who's going through stuff, love and blessing guidance, and we're here, man, you know what I mean?